Raise hand. Mitchell Forty, go ahead, sir.
Barrett, we've heard quite a few good things about Mookie Cooper. Just what can he bring to this wide receiver room?
I think obviously he's dynamic with his speed and, he brings good energy. He comes to work every single day. He's excited to be in the building. And, I think anytime you can bring someone that wants to come in and compete and not only make himself, but the room better, it's good for everybody. It's good for this offense. It's good for this team.
And Colin O'Brien.
Hey, Barrett, one of the themes of spring is individual improvement. Just what are some of the things that you're individually focusing on at getting better on during this time?
I've really wanted to work on crossing routes against man coverage, just working on man angles and working on that, and also just improving and just working in the seams and everything like that. I think those are areas that I could improve in personally, and then just continuing to be the best teammate that I can be.
And Kyle Pinnell.
Barrett, you talked a little bit about Mookie Cooper, a lot of younger or new receivers this year to the team, and you're one of those more experienced guys. What have your interactions been with some of those newer receivers, and what are you trying to help as far as letting them know and helping them out with, and what have those conversations just been like?
I think they've been really good, and I'm proud of the way that Damo and Mook have both came in. They're dedicated. They want to get better. Every single day they're trying to learn, and whether it be asking for installs, they're not afraid to ask questions to coaches. And, I think as far as conversations that have came up between just us two, I'm trying to help them out with as much knowledge of the game that I have developed and accumulated over these last couple of years, and just give it to them whenever that time presents itself, whether it be on the field learning or just like in the position room. So I think that's a lot of what those conversations have been, and both of them have been so willing and open to listen to whoever's willing to give them information. They just want to take it in, and so I think it's a great start for them, and I'm sure they'll continue to do so. And it's great for just the environment and the culture of our receiver room.
And Wilson Moore.
Barrett, a lot of 11 on 11 today, obviously. Is there anything you feel, just you as an offense, you get out of these scrimmages you maybe don't out of the more positional drills?
Yeah, going live today for the first time in the spring is obviously good. We haven't been tackled since Starkville is probably the last time. And so it's always good for us to be able to get out there, run around, play football again. And I think just being live again, you get to work your operations, subbing people in and out, working on cadences, things like that there's a lot of stuff going on and the bullets are flying for real. And so it gets you back in a mindset of actually having to do it and not just being kind of in a controlled setting.
Jack Sobel.
With Tyler Macon earning the number 10, how's he look so far in spring? And, with him as the young quarterback and you as the veteran receiver, what's your relationship like with him?
Mako's locker's right by mine. He comes in with a smile every day. He's hardworking and, very similar to the receivers I talked about. He comes in and he's wanting to learn, and he just soaks up every single thing, whether it be Coach Drink or Connor or Brady, anybody that wants to give him information, he's willing to take it in, and he's just working hard. And, we're proud of him and how he's doing.
Andrew.
Barrett, what have you thought of having all the fans come out these last 2 Saturdays? Has it added anything for you for practice, or just your thoughts on having people be able to watch you guys?
I think it's really cool. It's fun to see, friends and family out there who want to come watch. Spring football was kind of taken from us last year, and so it's cool to see these fans out here and just being a part of it. And, I think it's fun. Now, I don't really know if it makes you more motivated or anything, but it's fun to have people out there watching and kind of add some spice to a spring that can sometimes feel a little long and everything.
And Colin.
Barrett, you mentioned the slot. I know it's part of it, but what is it like lining up or being covered by Sean Robb? Just what is that like, having him switch over there and be on the other side of the ball now?
Sean plays football like he's happy to be out there. And I think it's fun and encouraging every single time you play across from him, because he truly loves and enjoys being out there and playing. It's like a little kid learning to play the game. Not saying that he plays like one, but he he's having fun, and it's a breath of fresh air to see, somebody out there that is enjoying it as much as he does. And I think it's fun. I was catching passes from him a year ago, and now he's trying to hit me as hard as he can. So that's how he is. He does everything to the fullest of his ability, and I'm happy he's here with us.
Last question for BB from Mitchell Forty.
Yeah, Barrett, we've heard Connor and even Coach Drinkwitz talk a fair amount about improving the deep ball and completions on deep passes. Obviously, people have to catch those as well. What goes into, just as a receiver group as a whole, maybe improving on the percentage of completing those deep passes?
Well, I think the first thing is getting on the same page with the quarterback. We got to have our landmarks and know where this ball is supposed to be, when it's supposed to be there. And there's a lot of things that go into the receivers getting into that position. We have to follow our techniques of stacking defensive backs and getting in the right position to make these plays. And then obviously it comes back to just our drill work that we do, working over the shoulder catches, focusing on the ball once we catch it, and not really worrying about people around us or what's going to happen to us. It's a two-way street. And then obviously Connor and the other quarterbacks putting the ball where it's supposed to be. And so it's a process, and it's a lot of details and a lot of work that goes into it, but it's something that if you put in the time, it'll pay off, and it'll reap the benefits of it in the fall.